So it's Wednesday and today I'm shooting a hot for food video. So I've got everything ready here and John's ready over there. He's shooting an outtake and let's do this. Hey y'all, it's Lauren from Hot for Food back with a brand new video for you this week, and I've decided today I'm going to show you how to make veggie samosas. Why? Because I really didn't know what to make this week, but I also love samosas, and this is an old recipe from hotforfoodblog.com, so I thought it deserved a video so you could see exactly how to make it step by step. We're gonna make a homemade flaky pastry. We're gonna make the filling from scratch with lots of spices, lots of classic samosa flavors, and we're also gonna pair it with a homemade mango chutney. It's gonna be awesome. So let's get this started because I'm really hungry. So the dough for the samosas is super easy. I like to do it in a food processor because it's even easier. So you just add the flour to that and then add the sea salt. Then we're gonna pulse that and add the tablespoons of butter. So once it's a fine crumb like that, then you're gonna slowly add the milk until it forms a ball of dough. All right, so a few key things to keep in mind here is make sure everything's cold. The vegan butter should be cold, the non-dairy milk should be cold, and you do not want to over-process this. So as soon as it comes together in a ball, if you're using a mixer, stop. And then quickly just sort of get it out of there. You can flour your hands a little bit, so always have some flour on standby, just so it doesn't stick. It's gonna be a little sticky, but we're putting it in the fridge. Just put it onto plastic wrap, flatten it out a little bit into a disc, cover it in the plastic, and then we're gonna refrigerate it for 30 minutes. You could also do this one day ahead of time. So to get started on the filling, you should prep all your ingredients. There's lots of spices because we are, of course, making something that is Indian, which requires lots of seasoning. We're gonna first boil some cubed potato and carrot. And this is kind of the key thing to doing any type of Indian cooking or curry, but especially the samosa filling, is toasting all of these spices to really bring out the aromatics. Then we're gonna add onion, garlic, and the rest of the ingredients. So start by adding a generous amount of oil to the pan. So lots of spices: fennel seeds, cumin seeds, mustard seeds, and coriander seeds. And then ground turmeric, fenugreek, garam masala, and cayenne. Saute that for about 1 to 2 minutes until the seeds start to pop in the oil. Then add your onions, garlic, and ginger. Saute that until everything's soft and fragrant. Add sea salt and ground pepper. Continue sauteing, and then when the potatoes and carrots are tender, you can drain those and add them in. Toss them to get them all coated in the seasoning. Then add your green peas. And you're gonna cook this for about 5 to 7 minutes. Then add lemon juice and fresh cilantro. Give it a good stir, turn off the heat, and cover. And this is just gonna get a little softer and kind of cool off while you roll out the dough. So you have a disc. We're gonna divide the disc into 8 equal pieces and then roll each piece into about a 6-inch circle. So you wanna take your small piece and roll it in a ball, and then flatten it and roll it into a round. And just keep flouring everything so nothing sticks. And then cut your round in half. And I wouldn't make them any smaller than this, so you're gonna fill 1/2, fold it into a triangle. If you need a little bit of water just to moisten the dough to seal it, just do that on the edges. So pinch the little end of the triangle, gently press the dough into itself like that along the seam. And I don't know, like, I'm not doing this traditionally, but I just find it easiest to take this excess and then fold it and then press a fork into it just to make sure it's sealed. This is the hot for food way. And then transfer all your samosas to a parchment lined baking sheet. Now you're gonna bake these for about 25 minutes at 425 Fahrenheit. All right, so while those are baking, we are gonna make a mango chutney. It's very simple. Everything just goes into a saucepan. We're gonna start with diced mango and add white vinegar, brown sugar. We're adding minced garlic, grated ginger. We're gonna add raisins, which is optional. Sea salt, cinnamon, ground coriander, nutmeg, and a little bit of red chili flakes, which you can add more if you want it spicier. So give it a stir. You wanna bring it up to a kind of a boil or a simmer. Once it starts bubbling, just lower the heat, let it simmer uncovered for about 25 to 30 minutes. There's our veggie samosas and mango chutney, all homemade. Look at how good they look. And I think this recipe is pretty fabulous. I mean, feel free to use whatever dipping sauce you like, but this is bomb. Now look, we have made butter chicken in the past. People seem to like it. They thought my flavoring was on point. I think it's the same thing here. All the flavors come together really nicely. And of course, I'm not an expert at Indian cooking, so I don't want to hear your criticisms of how these may not be exactly like traditional samosas, but I think they're delicious. I think they're good. I think they do the trick. You get the point. I'm gonna eat this whole tray. Yes, I am. I'm not sharing. All right, my friends, there you have it. Veggie samosas, mango chutney, make it yourself. Enjoy these little appetizers, or you could eat them for dinner with a nice salad. Let me know what you think of the recipe. Leave a comment below if you love it, give it a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to our channel if you're not already subscribed. There's a button down below. We post every Wednesday with brand new content always, and make sure you're here each and every week. You can learn how to cook, you can learn brand new vegan recipes, and you can learn to love vegan eating, even if you've never done it before. And even if you're not vegan, well, we appreciate you watching, because I know that we're somehow incepting your mind, and then you're gonna start making more vegan food, and that's like really all we want. Okay, so I'll be back next week. Make sure you follow along on social media. We're at Hot for Food, and share your photos if you make any of our recipes. You can also find more recipes at hotforfoodblog.com, and of course, in all of the playlists that already exist on this channel and are probably being recommended to you right now over here in this column, more of our content. Binge watch it. Peace.